We're now at the top of the elevator, and now we get to climb. First I was going to shine it on, and I thought, well, if I paid homage to Brunelleschi and his Duomo, I must do the same for Michelangelo. The views on the climb up are interesting. Notice the mountains are not that far away. How much fun to have a glorious day. Cool and very few tourists. Here we are, probably 14 stories above the ground, since, well, maybe 12 stories above the floor of the basilica. Some kind of mass in process. Now soon we will begin the climb up to the top of the dome. In fact, we don't get to climb up to the top of the dome, so Brunelleschi has trumped Michelangelo once again. No doubt each one of these slices includes a specific story, and probably one of the apostles or heroes of the church, but we'll focus on just one. Don't recognize the icon of a saw. Now keep in mind that these are apparently mosaics, not paintings. And you have to wonder, if I think of it, I'll go back down and video exactly this mosaic to see how the artist anticipated looking at it from probably 8 stories below, as opposed to where I am now, which is maybe 2 stories above. Here's a closer look at a mosaic. These do not have the same detail or subtlety of definition that we saw in St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. The pieces are much larger without the subtle range of color. Notice how the knees are large and protrude towards, particularly that right knee of that person as they see it, their actual right knee. And let's go down and see if that's done to create an optical illusion of correct perspective. This is as much of a walk as you'll have to do. I'll pan as much as I can through these iron bars, I'm sure to prevent people from disgracing the Vatican by committing suicide off of one of its balconies. Way over there, I believe, is the Victor Emmanuel monument, which is right down in the Roman section near the Colosseum, etc. Here we can roam around up on top of the church. So we'll see where this takes us. We're looking at here the tops of those cupola domes that were above each of the chapels. Notice how huge these are when we're standing next to them versus when we were down way below them. And here we can look at the statues that you see above where the Pope stands on the face of the Basilica. They're starting with Victor Emmanuel. We'll just pan around. I think that is where I'm going next. Sant'Angelo. That was where the Pope would barricade himself when under assault by the barbarians, etc. I wonder what that building is. Here a close-up of the dome, which probably, again, looks smaller than it probably is, because I can't gain a great perspective here that I'm confident of. An interesting view of how this sculpture is stabilized as well as perhaps constructed. It looks like that section on the left is made out of panels that are somehow riveted together. Look at those big water spouts or troughs designed to channel water off this roof, but I wonder where it drops it, particularly in those implied volumes. Here's the hint of an interesting design building next to the Vatican. Okay, now this is the view from below. I personally don't notice any difference, any significant difference. Here the left knee, both from this point and from up above, was designed to look like it was thrust out forward and much larger than so far as the depth was concerned. Just to look at the stonework on the columns. Looking back towards the western end of the basilica. Now here there are several hundred people in this. Now imagine, as it is in the summer, this place absolutely jammed. Does this view give you any sense of the length of this nave? Some kind of restoration. I do have to give the Catholic Church credit for not charging an entry fee. If they charged only €1 and many churches charge 3, 4 or more euro, they'd be making a lot of money. Okay, it's 11 o'clock on a Saturday, I think December 13th. And this is the line. There was no line when I came in. I just walked right straight in.